Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I love saying that, by the way. Let me just tell you people. Okay, so I'm trying to reduce these tiles in a way that the screen will be bigger. How am I supposed to do that? Okay, I think if I do this, yeah, but I need to stream now. It didn't work. I wonder if it's, I hope it's not showing off like this on YouTube. Okay, so today we're going to be designing an onboarding screen with AutoLayout. So we are going to replicate this screen. We're going to replicate this screen with that. But we'll design from scratch. So let's see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah. So the first thing I used iPhone 16 Pro Max. So I'm going to work with that again. I mean, let's keep things simple. So I'm going to add my frame. Then I'll choose iPhone 16 Pro Max. See where it carried my Pro Max to. Why? So the thing is, the color of the background of the section, I hope that this thing is still the same size. The color of the background and the frame are the same size, so I'm just going to change it to this. And then I don't want to work with pure black as the background, and I didn't even use pure, I said pure black, pure white. So first we have to choose our colors. So the colors I want to work with, it's not even showing yet, but like there are 3 triangles here. So I'm going to select the colors that I want to work with here. And the other one, that's this other brand color. That'll be this yellow. Then the last one is the text color actually. And it's, yeah, it's like a, it's like a shade. Yeah, a shade, yeah, a shade. That's like, it's not black, and it's just like a dark, very dark, like it's coming from green. So those are the 3 colors, 3 major colors I want to work with. So I'm going to add this as text. Let me increase the size so that you see it. Okay, I'm going to use this as accent color. And the last one is going to be brand color or primary, because these 2 are actually the brand color. But yeah, brand color, accent or secondary. Yeah, so the beautiful thing is, so let's say onboarding. We are naming our, okay, Control Z. So to rename your screen, you have to double tap here and then click on the frame, double tap, then add what you want. So next thing you do, I want to set up this frame to be ready for design. First, I don't want to work with this FFFFF. So I'm going to change it to our primary color. So I'm going to reduce the opacity to maybe like 8. See the way it looks like. Yeah. So I'm going to majorly work with 8 point grid system. So next thing, I want to come to this my assets. I already imported your UI kit, so I'm going to do this all over to show you. remove, remove, remove. Okay, so I'm going to click on this add more libraries and I'll go to UI kits. Then I want to import this iOS. I want to add that. Yeah, I click on that and add it to my file. Okay, so remove this. So you see this status bar here and this home indicator. I want to replicate them on this file. So sorry, my screen moved. So I'm going to come to this assets place and then search for home indicator. Okay, so I'll pick this one and then click on insert instance. So all I have to do is to just, I'll put it on this file. When it's there, I can actually drag it like this. That works too. I clicked on backspace to remove it. So I'm just going to come to this alignment and say align bottom. Why is it not working? Align bottom. It's not aligning. Let's see. Wrong way. Align bottom. Okay, that works. So I'm going to take this out. So you can use any of the two actually. And then I'll come here and I say align horizontal center. So you align to the bottom of the screen and then it's aligning to the middle here. So when I'm satisfied with that, I'll come here and say status bar. Okay, so I'm just going to drag this one here, put it on the file, and then say align to top, then align to middle. Perfect. Say perfect. So the next thing I want to do is this grid, this pink thing that's showing like background. Grids help you to like know where to arrange your things. They help with alignment. So you click on the frame. That's this. Let's say your cursor was here. Then you click on the frame itself, and then you go down. You say layout guide. So on this layout guide, you come. It will show you this grid 10 pixels. You just come here, change it to columns. Then you change it to 4. You change the color to 8. Just because I'm working with 8. So I'll set my gutter and my margin. Gutter is this thing, this white space between the columns. So I'll click on the screen again. And then I'll add a margin because there's no margin. I can also make my margin 24. I think I used, let me check what I used there. Okay, yeah, perfect. We're on track. So the next thing I want to do, I like to put my text, like all the things I need on the place first. Like now you see that this is how to set up your frame before you start designing. So now I want to put all my text, arrange everything that I need so that it's easy for me to just do the auto layout that I want to do. No stress. So let's start with adding our text before we go to icons and everything that we need plugins. Choose your right. That's really supposed to be choose your right. I think. Yeah. So this text is 24, like a header text. So that will be 24. Remember that the color we are using for text is here. So I'm just going to come and select it. Then instead of starting all over, I can just duplicate this text, Control D. Then I'll edit it. Select a right from the basic to so you see that the text is coming outside the frame. You can just do this to fit the framework. Ground options. Then send me a message. Ground options. Available. Since you can tell you that your English is wrong. So I want to edit it to look like this. The text should be 16. And then I'm going to remove it from semi-bold and put it in regular. Yeah, I think the text is 16. Because what else would it be? Yeah. So I'm going to reduce this. And then like, I just put it here. Okay. Like this. So now it's showing like this. They look alike, right? So the next thing I want to, okay, my text, Control D. Okay, so you can just do this like this. I think this is 20, okay, 16. So I can just put this right. Take your Linux panel back to file, please. Okay. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is to create this thing, this pagination, as it is called. It's called a pagination. So I want to see the dimensions. That's a height. So guess what I'm going to use to create it? Guess. I can actually reduce this to it. Assigning. I'm working with a working with, yeah. So what I want to do is to create a rectangle, import it here, and then I want to reduce the, let me put this 56. Yeah, then the height, I'll make it 8. See that I'm trying to like make sure everything is 8, 52, like multiples of 8. Okay, so I I want to add this color so that you can see it. Okay, I'm going to remove this. Okay, so I want to give this a corner radius of 8. And then let me check what this is for the width. Okay, 14. I think we can work with that. It's a multiple of 7. So I'll duplicate this and make the width 16. Yeah, I think we can work with 16 too. So I'm going to duplicate it again. So we have these things. We're going to put them in AutoLayout very soon so that I don't have to be moving them. Um, Happy birthday. So the tiny thing. Sorry. Sorry, I'm back. I'm so sorry. That call was life matter. Okay, so I want to replicate this. So let me just drop this circle first here, and I'll duplicate because this is like a circle. So I'm going to do both of them. Oh, get back to that. So now I want to use plugins. So first I want to use plugin for this illustration. So I will say story set by free pig. So what kind of plugin am I looking for? Let's say ride. Um, Let me use female so that it finds exactly what I'm looking for. Right. Why are you not bringing the options? Let's see. Oh, okay. This is it here. So what I'm going to do is to just drag it. Did that work? Yeah, that worked. So are we still here? Yes, we are. So I'm going to make this um 362 338.2. Let me lock aspect ratio and then increase this to 362. Okay, I think it's the same. That's perfect. So first, I want to change this color to suit our brand color. So I'm going to pick it here, right? So I want to give this a shirt. So I'm just going to pick a shirt and then, just do this. I think this is perfect. Uh, let's check. You can actually just hold on the illustration and then come to this color, please. I don't like pure black, so I'm going to change it to 2F, 2F, 2F. And I don't like pure white, so F5, F5, F5. Perfect, perfect. I think, yeah, the illustration is ready for usage, for use. The next one, I'm going to cancel this. Next one, I want to add an icon. Let's use cute icon. So this is our icon here. Arrow. I didn't even have to set arrow. I think it was just on arrow by default. Yeah. So let's start coupling these things together. But before that, let's make this our this thing. Zip. So that's that. Well, yeah. Yes. So we tap on this our arc, like you want to make a shape, but then you do this. Sorry, you drag it like this. The size are not equal. So let me check this size 86. So first we want to change this, we'll lock aspect ratio and change it to 86. So I want to close this by doing, yeah, close this, and then I will duplicate, that's Control D. So when I duplicate one color, both of them are on each other, and I just have to change, I'll just come here and then pick this. Okay. So you can now see that there's another color under, Abby. So I'm going to change that one to this one. Okay. Yeah, there are two colors there. Sorry. Okay. So yes, there are actually two colors. I want to color both of them. Maybe I'll just, yeah. I want to reduce this one actually to like 33%. I say 33% because if you have like three, see, this is like page one of your onboarding, this is second page, and remaining one page. So it's supposed to show like 66% done and stuff. Can you still hear me? And I'm just going to turn this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, audible. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to turning it in such a way that it looks like this. I can literally just place both them on each other. Yeah, it's not perfectly on top here, but we'll come back to it. So this is an arrow. This one is yeah, I think the circle is 70. Okay, I know what happened now. The arrow is hiding behind the frame. So let me just do bring to front. It's the frame that's hiding behind the arrow. Okay, it's entering inside. This is what I want you to do. So I uh, I want to change the color of this to F5, F5, F5. Then I'm going to do this. Okay, before we come there, let me just stitch like auto layout so that we can now, you know, this. Okay, so auto layout. So first things, one of the things you should understand is that text cannot be in auto layout. I mean, you don't add padding to text when you are going to group a text with another text. What do I mean? So to add auto layout, you can right click on your keyboard and then say add auto layout, or you press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, or you press Shift A. So how do you know it has added auto layout? You see this thing, you see gap, alignment, padding, padding. You see this one too. See, this one does not have auto layout on it. So let's go back to choose your ride. First thing you want to do is to set the padding to 0. You add auto layout to this one also. Set for text, just add the auto layout and set the padding to 0. Then you want to group both of them together, right? So you click on, when you select the first one, you hold shift, like you will be long pressing shift, then you um click your mouse again, then you select the second one, then you now say shift A. That's, you add auto layout to both of them. So you want to give both of them like a space. I think the space is 8. So you can enlarge. Then you see this space that is showing 10. You can actually just edit it and then write 8. Another option is to come to this gap place. Let me increase it so that you see it. You see that when I change it to 16, it increased. So let me reduce it back to 8. So that's basically how to add auto layout. So this one now, I want to long press on shift, pick the second one, long press, still holding that shift, it's the third one, then I'll say shift A. So I come to this gap place and then I give it a spacing of like 8. Is it okay? Yeah, this one says 8. So yeah, I'm still going to add this to with this one, then finally this one. Okay. Then I'll add all of them together and show you how you can add it. So we have this our icon here, right? So one thing we can do is to long press on shift, hold the second one and shift A. Then your okay. Mm, I think maybe I should use a frame for this circle instead. So what I want to do is to click on frame and then just click on it directly to bring a frame of 100. I'll lock aspect ratio, then 70. This is actually a frame, like a normal frame. So what I want to do is to give it a fill, select this and change the color. Then I give it a corner radius of 100. Then I want to bring this icon inside so that it can stay in the middle. And yes, that works. So I've put that in the middle instead of putting it on a circle. So I just did that instead. So I want to add auto layout to both of these ones so that they can gum together. Let's see how that works. Long press on shift. I hold the second one and I say shift A. That didn't work. Rather, I made the other one a full circle. Is that what I asked you to do? Okay. Okay. Let me see what happens if I like group selection. Okay, that works. So I want to like put this in the middle, but I think this has a size that I don't like. It is 86 now. It looks bigger than the other one as far as it's concerned. Okay. So it's actually supposed to gum together. So let's try auto layout again. Pick the second one and shift A. Okay, so both of them are now a component and I say a component, they are now in a frame of its own and they're now together. Just like this. Okay, so I can remove the padding actually. But what just happened? Okay, let's try it because I wonder why. I'm just doing Ctrl Z before. Yeah, so let me try it again. So shift, one at the padding. Is it this one? Um, I'll lock aspect ratio and let me change it to 86. Okay, that didn't work. 100. I just want it to be big enough to wrap this one. I wonder what didn't happen or what happened, but I'm gonna get to the root of this. So I can just I'm trying to ungroup both of them. So ungroup. Oh, it has refused to ungroup. Okay, it has done that. So let me make it a frame instead. I think that will work. Like I'll frame both of them. So I'm going to click on frame selection. I think that should work. And then I'll bring this one inside. Okay. So you see they are moving by itself. I mean, it's moving by itself. This one too is an auto layout. This one too. So for the UX or for like in design, you group things that look alike or things that are alike. You give them small spacing than things that are not related. Like this one now, I gave it a spacing of 8 because they are like this is the header, this is the heading, this is the subheading. So this one, I'm going to give it, this is supposed to be 32. Must have been a mistake. So I'm going to hold this shift, long press the second one, and then shift A. That's I've added auto layout. So I'm going to give this 32, right? I'm going to, so one thing about auto layout, it helps you to like align, it helps you with alignment, it helps you with making your work. You see, I didn't have to like, if these two were scattered, for example, now let's say this one is here. Okay, so I want to add auto layout to both of them. Uh, I want to check because that spacing is not, it's not, I don't think it's right. Or at least for what I'm doing, 8 times 12, 96. So this is a 96, not 98. So I'm going to click on this. You see that this is a box. This is another box inside this big box. That's box model. This is another box. This is a box itself. This is another box. This is another box. Then this this place here is a box. Then this is another box. All of them are now inside this box. Then I'm now going to, I want to join this one to this box. Do you understand? So I'm going to long press this one, and then I'm going to click on this one also. Then I'll say Shift A. Sorry, I wanted to show you that it's auto layout aligns it. So I'm going to long press this one, then click on this one, then say Shift A. Okay, this one say that. Sorry, maybe because of the size, we're supposed to align. Let me just do like this. Because that one did not help me with my own alignment. So yeah, see that it just like brought it to the middle. Um, I've done this. So I want to change the spacing to 96 because we're working with multiples of 8. Next one is I want to, okay, there's a comment. Take your layer. Okay. Can we still see my screen? That yes or no? It's supposed to be fit.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Your screen is showing.
Okay, so I'm going to click on this and then click on this and shift A again. So you see that we now have it in the middle. So I want to give this a spacing of 56. Then I want to maybe align to middle. Then maybe align to the middle of the screen. Okay. It's too close to this keep, Abby. So I want to bring it down to my sense. But then I'll still align it to the middle of the frame. That's perfect. So this keep here, uh, let's try to give it a color of, you see the way I just added everything and then I added everything in auto layout. Another thing is if you want to move this thing now, you're moving everything. See, everything is moving with you. You don't have add auto layout or you don't frame it, it will be moving one by one. So let me Control Z. Okay. So back to our skip. I want to like put it in the middle here of this. So I want to check. I want it to be 16 pixels after this frame. So it's in 15. So I'm just going to come to this Y place and then I change it to 78. So alt at 16. This there's 10. Under alpha it is this our gutter is 24 if it's by the side. Let's do let's add 1. 10 is by the side. That means let me just try to use my yeah. Okay, let me do this. Then do this. It has reduced to 12, so I'm going to take it back to 78. And then I'm trying to I'm actually trying to place it in the middle. Happy birthday. So I'm going to long press Alt again. When you long press Alt, it will show you this thing. So I'm going to change this Y back to Y means like the horizontal axis. So I change it back to 78. But when you look at this green here, let's say that this is an app you want to actually use. You see that this skip will catch your eye because that's the brand color and then it feels like a button. So we don't want the users to actually skip. We designed this so that they can read. So what you want to do is I want to first change it to the text color. Sorry. Let me bring this bar down. I want to change this skip to this our text color. Then I want to reduce the opacity of the skip. Yeah. So let me reduce it to like 56 because that's a multiple of 8. So see how it looks like. So I think we have our answer, maybe our design C. So this is literally the difference. I think we really tried in recreating. This one is like near up a little than this. A trick you can use for knowing how to place this is where if you're if you're using one hand like to operate your phone, what would your thumb readily like pick? Like where would like without stress, what will your thumb pick? Do you understand? Yeah, so that's it. Oh wow. Sorry. I mistakenly ended the call, but I thank God it's still streaming. Still streaming. So let me share my screen. Yeah. So who has any question to ask? Or maybe if you sent a question before and I did not see it, you can send it again. I'll be able to answer that now. And then actually you can just put this on AutoLayout. Long press shift. Long press the second, tap on the second one, then shift A. Let's give it a spacing so that we are not trying to guess what to do. Let's give it a spacing of 32. Yeah. So I'll just align this to the center. And I think that's perfect. We redesigned this literally from scratch. From scratch. Funny thing is, I didn't have to design this. I got it from an existing element space. But like redesigning it taught me a lot. So basically, when you look at a design, just break it down into pieces. So does anybody have any question? Anybody want to say anything? Yeah, said no questions at all. Scholar. What about the okay?
Check your WhatsApp.
Thank you so much for your time. It was a very beautiful time. So I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you for joining. It was beautiful. You can always watch again and again and again till you're, satisfied. Yeah.